Ontario's environmental law. And we want the word human rights to be put into the act, which is not in the Ontario Environmental Act as it is right now. Thank you. And we want clean air, clean water is a human right for all people in Ontario and eventually all the provinces and eventually one day in the Constitution of Canada. But it's going under revision now in November, so we're waiting for Canada.
Your face is dark though.
Barrier free or this?
I've got a bunch of questions for you. First of all, we just had a little rainstorm, small shower. The creek is still flowing about the same amount before or after the rain shower. We wouldn't be able to measure the difference. It was a small shower locally in the area. How many of you know where this water comes from? It rains. Where does it hit? It hits what we call a watershed, which is the area, a watershed is the area that collects water to the point where you're standing. What is the northerly limit of the Highland Creek watershed? How far north does the Highland Creek watershed go? Any ideas?
Oak Ridge Moraine?
Oak Ridge's Moraine. So there are rivers called the Rouge River, the Duffins Creek, the Don River, and the Humber River, which start at the Oak Ridge's Moraine. Highland Creek is one of those weird ones where it pretty much starts at Steeles. So there's a groundwater divide that separates the Rouge River immediately north of Steeles and immediately south. So the Rouge River watershed's immediately north of Highland. The Highland Creek watershed's immediately south of Steeles. So that's the hot groundwater divide. That's the watershed divide for the Highland Creek watershed. It's a fully urbanized watershed. How many of you live within Scarborough area? Hands? Okay, so if you live north of here, the rainwater that hits where you live flows into the streets, storm sewers, flows to the creek, and then runs past here. So if you take a look at this water, it originally was near where you lived. That's where it came from. This work through here is a naturalization project. This set of rocks was put in place to keep a sanitary sewer from eroding and breaking. How many of you know what a sanitary sewer is? A few hands. How many of you use a toilet daily? Ah, we got more hands. When you flush your toilet, where's the water go to? Where's the wastewater go to? So when you flush your toilet, the wastewater goes to the sanitary sewer. It flows down this pipe in this valley and goes down to the lakefront where the Highland Creek wastewater treatment plant is located. So it goes down to a treatment plant at the lake where it's treated and before it's discharged to the lake. We, 10 years ago, had one of these sewers break because of a major storm. It was exposed. It was an act of Mother Nature. How many of you recall Hurricane Katrina when it hit New Orleans and flooded New Orleans? A large number of you. So this storm hit Toronto 10 days before Katrina hit New Orleans. It's been the major storm of record. It also caused a lot of basement flooding, if any of you had basement flooding problems in 2005. So it's the same storm. So our project here is about naturalizing the stream, rebuilding the stream to protect the sewer and to improve fish habitat. So 2 years ago, we had this event, this Great Salmon Walk, 2 weeks after Thanksgiving. We saw one salmon, which got to about right here. It couldn't go any further. Last year, we saw some salmon in this pool, or next downstream is called a ripple, and then downstream to the next pool. So basically the salmon, all fish, like these pools to sort of sleep in, rest in, and then they try to migrate further upstream. So the salmon are basically migrating from pool to pool. And if you come back in about, say, 3 weeks, and when you want to see the trees all turning, you walk back up this path, you'll see a bunch of more pools further upstream. And the salmon probably will be running for another couple of weeks to try to get up to spawn, lay their eggs. We see salmon getting almost up to the Progress campus of Centennial College. Some salmon only get this far. Other salmon only get further downstream before they lay their eggs and then turn around and then head back to the lake. Okay. Lots of luck.
Everyone say thank you, Bill.
Carry on. Thank you, guys. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, Jill.
And we do this every year, so you're welcome back next year. But like I said, come back.
Really, it's not really about the hour of the day. It's really about has it rained or not.
Lots of water.
Lots of water, then
heavy
they'll come.
rain.
Heavy rain, you'll see them better. Yeah, you see them more often. No, go ahead.
Is it heavy rain?